Hi, this is Take Him, and this is the 12th lesson for learning Japanese from scratch. In this lesson, we're going to be learning about kanji by learning our very first word. You may remember we briefly touched on kanji in the first lesson in the writing system overview. For a quick recap, kanji describes Chinese characters that are used for writing in Japanese. It is used to write most words in Japanese and is essential for learning how to read. Learning kanji early on also allows you to quickly learn new vocabulary as you increasingly encounter words with kanji you've already learned, so it helps with your speaking as well. Learning kanji is often regarded as a large and difficult task, but it's very manageable if you simply learn them as you learn vocabulary. This way you're learning them gradually in context as they're actually used in the language. All you have to do is learn the readings of new words with the kanji and practice the stroke order of any kanji you're unfamiliar with. A kanji can have one or more readings that fall into two categories, kunyomi and onyomi. The kunyomi is a native Japanese reading, while the onyomi is a reading based on the Chinese pronunciation of the character. A general rule of thumb is that when a word only uses one kanji, it is read with the kunyomi, while words that use two or more kanji, called a compound, uses the onyomi. However, there are many exceptions to this, and the kanji can also have multiple on and kun readings, so you should always look up a new word in a dictionary to check the reading anyway. So let's go through the steps of learning kanji with vocabulary by learning our first word. Do not be alarmed by the kanji on your screen. While it's actually kind of a pain to look up a word on paper, it's a cinch on the computer. You can find all the vocabulary used in my videos in the video description. So all you have to do is copy the word into your clipboard and paste it into an online dictionary. One of the dictionaries I like to use is jisho.org, jisho.org. I'm going to go ahead and copy this word from the slide. You can do the same from the video description. Then I'm going to paste it into the dictionary. We can now see that the reading for our word is genki and that it means healthy or vitality. It can actually be either a noun or adjective, which we'll learn more about later. The next thing we'll want to do is look at any new kanji by clicking on the Kanji Details link. There's a bunch of information here, but we really only care about the readings and stroke order. You don't have to memorize the meaning of every kanji, but it's good to at least look over them for mnemonic purposes. Because our word is a compound with two characters, it uses the on reading. The on reading are usually shown in katakana because they are pronunciations based on Chinese. For our word, the first character is read as gen, and the second is read as ki. You should practice writing each new kanji on a piece of paper, especially if you're not familiar with the basic kanji components called radicals. You can practice writing on a plain sheet of paper, but I also recommend printing out a practice sheet. You can find links to download them on the video description page. So now we have learned our first word, genki. I went ahead and added a middle dot to separate the readings for each character. So why did I pick this word to learn first? Because we can use it to make our first sentence and greeting. If you want to greet someone by asking, "How are you?" you can say, "Genki." In Japanese, that's all you need to make a complete sentence. This sentence is very casual, so I tried to translate it in a casual tone as, "How's it going?" But it literally means, "Are you well?" We'll learn more about the grammar and how to say it more politely in the next lesson. In this lesson, we learn not only our first word with kanji, but we also learn our first greeting. In the next lesson, we'll learn a bit more about the state of being and the polite form. Make sure to check the links in the video description for additional resources, and please post any questions regarding this lesson in the comments. So until then, see you next time.